Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
And KELY News, sponsored by Sahara Motors, the Kawasaki KX450 built out of the box with everything you need to dominate the track. Check it out today at Sahara Motors and let the good times roll. A chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Look for the high around 89 degrees. White Pine County Commission meets in about 45 minutes with a full agenda that includes county finances, personnel matters, infrastructure updates, and preparations for summer events. Commissioners expected to consider renewing the county insurance coverage through the Nevada Public Agency Insurance Pool. They'll also hear an update on road and infrastructure projects from Road Superintendent Martin Trout. The board will also consider appointing Lloyd Eugene Phillips Jr. to the Airport Advisory Board, discuss advertising for a building inspector position, and review proposed property tax rates for the 26-27 fiscal year. Additional items include grant funding requests for library ADA improvements and the senior meal program, as well as a request to close Clark Street for the annual Arts in the Park Festival, scheduled July 31st through August 2nd. Live coverage of the meeting will be coming up at 9 o'clock right here on KELY. Commissioners will hold a special meeting Monday afternoon at 1 to conduct a public hearing and to consider approval of a budget augmentation for fiscal year 26. That's the Rosa would appropriate funds for the county's Emergency Medical Services Fund for payment to the White Pine County Fire District. Sheriff's Office responded to a number of calls on Monday, including 2 arrests and several active investigations. 45-year-old Jeffrey Williams of Ely arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence, that following a traffic stop. In a separate case, deputies arrested Zachary Norton and Christy Lowry of McGill on alleged violations of court-issued protection orders, that following a domestic disturbance. Deputies are continuing investigations into a report of possible elder abuse and suspicious activity involving an ATM at a local financial institution. Sheriff's deputies also investigated a hit-and-run crash that damaged a transformer and caused a power outage at a local business. We believe that was the Ridley's problem on Monday. In another incident, a semi-truck cited after an illegal U-turn in downtown Ely damaged the roadway. Firefighters continue making progress on the Cane Springs fire south of Caliente. That fire has now burned more than 16,000 acres. It's 40% contained. Crews focusing on the western edge of the fire. The Grapevine fire in that same area has grown to 18,500 acres and remains 0% contained in the rugged Clover Mountain Wilderness area. Firefighters using aircraft, ground crews, and strategic burnout operations to slow its spread. Hot, dry weather, gusty winds, and the potential for thunderstorms continue to challenge firefighting efforts across Lincoln County. Nevada Assemblyman Bert Gurr says he plans to introduce legislation in the 2027 session addressing participation of transgender athletes in school sports. Gurr says the bill would require athletes to compete based on sex assigned at birth and would classify sports as either male, female, or co-ed. He says the proposal submitted for drafting on June 19th. That announcement follows Governor Lombardo's decision not to move forward with a related ballot initiative. Gurr says the goal is to ensure fair competition for female athletes and says he hopes lawmakers will hear and vote on the measure during the upcoming session. New federal labor data shows Nevada once again leading the nation in job growth. The Nevada Department of Employment, Training, and Rehabilitation says figures from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows the Silver State posted a 1.8% increase in total employment over the last year, the fastest growth in the country for May. North Carolina ranking second at 1.2%. Nevada's unemployment rate now stands at 5.2%. State economists say the gain reflects continued strength across multiple industries, even as leisure and hospitality show softer performance. Great Basin National Park in eastern Nevada facing a growing maintenance backlog as federal parks nationwide struggle with aging infrastructure and limited funding. Amy Alonso writes this morning for the Nevada Independent that park officials say Great Basin, known for its dark skies, bristlecone pines, and Nevada's only glacier near Wheeler Peak, shares in more than $400 million in deferred maintenance across Nevada's national park sites, with roads, campgrounds, and visitor facilities in need of repair. Advocates say funding shortfalls are making it harder to keep up, even as visitation continues to grow. Some projects are being supported through state land sale revenues, but officials warn the overall repair backlog continues to rise, putting long-term park operations under strain. At 8:19 for Sahara Motors, that's a check of news from White Pine County and the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.